So the dealership where I brought this bike screwed me. They screwed me pretty damn good. Backstory: before I owned this bike, I had a 2016-2017 CB 500F, and when they brought out the CB 650R, I decided I wanted one. I really liked the look. When I brought my 500, I really liked the look of the 1000, but since I am on a restricted license, I couldn't have the 1000, so I went with the 500 instead. But when they brought out the 650, I just really liked the look of it, so I decided I wanted one. So I went back to the dealership and I decided to trade in my 500 to get the 650, and then I had to refinance the loan, and this is where they screwed me. I refinanced the loan and they were supposed to pay off my old loan, but they never did. This has gone on for months. Like, I think this all started at the start of October and we're now in January. So I've been making payments on this bike, and I've also been making payments on my old bike. So I rang up the dealership and spoke to the finance guy 3 times, and I got the same exact speech every single time. I'm sorry, I will look into that and I'll get it sorted for you. But he never did. He never got it sorted. So then I called up a 4th time and I spoke to someone different, and they gave me the same speech. They apologised and said they don't know how this could possibly have happened, and they'll get right onto the finance guy and light a fire under his ass and get it done. So then another month, another payment, nothing had been done. So the 5th time I rang up and I spoke to the store manager. He was seemed to be pretty pissed. I don't know if it was an act or whatever, but he didn't seem to be too happy about the situation. And finally, within 24 hours of speaking to the store manager, apparently, I don't know yet, but they say they have fixed the problem. Now you might be thinking, what was the problem? Like what, the finance company just didn't mark the loan as being paid or something? No, that wasn't the problem. The problem was the dealership didn't actually pay the loan at all. They just kept the money. They kept the money since October. And their excuse was, we're sorry, we don't know how possibly this could have slipped through the cracks. Slipped through the cracks? I called you like all up 5 times before something had happened. That's not slipping through the cracks. That's just not doing your job. I won't name the dealership, even though I really want to. But just the point of making this video, just beware when you're buying another bike, especially if you're trading in a bike that you still owe money on and you're relying on the dealership to pay off that bike. Just beware. Like they've already sold my old bike, so if I had decided to change bank accounts and just not have any money in that account so they couldn't take the loan out, then they would have went and repossessed that bike off the person that had brought it. So they would have also screwed that customer as well. So it's not just a, oh, well, you've just had to make a couple extra payments, whatever. Like, I am supposed to be getting that money back. I'll believe it when I see it. But just beware, when you are buying a bike, just second-hand bike, just make sure that there is no money owing on it. And especially if you're buying it from a dealership, and if there is, make sure it gets paid off beforehand. Because there's a pretty good chance the dealership hasn't paid the bike off, or something's gone wrong anyway. So yeah, just beware, especially, yeah. So if you are buying a new bike and trading in your old bike, get some paperwork. That's where I screwed up. I never received any paperwork. I still haven't received any, but I should have made sure I'd at least seen the letter or email from the from the finance company saying that my old loan had been paid off. So that was my mistake, but still, it should never have happened. Yeah, just beware.